Hey guys, welcome back to week 2 of the NFL Quick Picks. Last week, man, I did horrible. I did 7-9. I ended up in 12th place out of 13. The only thing that I did good on was the points. I was 4.5 points away from the actual score. So, but other than that, didn't do too good. This week, definitely hoping to do a little bit better. And I want to hear, your guys' thoughts on some of the games. So if there's some games that you disagree with me, man, please let me know, because I'm taking all the advice I can. Trying to win this pool. So anyway, here's what I got for this week. The Baltimore Ravens and Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm going to have to go with Baltimore on this one. And the reason why is because I know that they started slow last week, but the second half, they picked it up a little bit. Still didn't get the win, but they at least showed some life at the end. Pittsburgh, on the other hand, they were the complete opposite. They started off strong, and then at the end of the second half, Cleveland came back, things like that. Pittsburgh ended up getting that final field goal in, but I'm going to give this one to Baltimore. Next, we got the Washington Redskins over Jacksonville Jaguars. And honestly, I have no clue where to go on this one. I wish Jacksonville would start Bortles. And if they did that, I think that their offense would be a lot better, to be honest with you. Washington, they looked horrible in their last outing. And I know it was the first game for Jay Gruden, so we'll give them another chance this week. Next, we have Miami over Buffalo. This one, Miami looked pretty good, last week against New England. I don't know if that's New England not looking too good, and Miami looking real good, or what the case, but I'm going to give this one to Miami for sure. Next one is Atlanta over Cincinnati. Man, Atlanta shocked me big time, for sure. They against New Orleans last week. How the game started, that's how I thought Atlanta was going to be this year. But man, they rallied back, and they showed a lot of heart in that game. So I'm going to stick with them this week. Next, we have New Orleans over Cleveland. And to be honest with you, is there really much to even say about this game? I mean, New Orleans is going to kill, so that's it. Next, Arizona over Giants. Giants, they're playing at home, but man, they look horrible. Arizona, they came back and got the win. That's all that matters, so we'll give it to them this week. Next, of course, my game of the week is Dallas over Tennessee. And last week, man, I don't even want to get started on that game, but we're going to start looking forward. I definitely don't expect Romo to have that bad of a game. I actually expect him to come out and have a great game this week to kind of quiet the doubters, things like that. So definitely Dallas is going to be 1-1 this week. New England over Minnesota. I got some people that are going with Minnesota on this one at home, but I'm kind of in the same boat as with Tom Brady and the New England as Dallas last week. I'm gonna go ahead and just chalk it up that they had a bad week, and they're gonna come out with a lot to prove this week, and so they're gonna get the win. Next, Detroit over Carolina. Detroit, man, they look phenomenal this past week, and Carolina, I'm not sure if Cam Newton's going to be playing or not, but they actually surprisingly did pretty good with the backup quarterback. But I'm still going with Detroit. Man, defense looked pretty good. Offense looked real good. So I definitely think they're going to get the win. Next, Tampa Bay over St. Louis. Both these teams looked horrible. I thought Tampa Bay was going to be better last week than what they were. St. Louis, that they were who I thought they would be, but I'm gonna give this one to Tampa Bay. Seattle over San Diego. Again, this one's not going to be competitive. San Diego didn't look too good. Seattle looked phenomenal as expected. So Seattle definitely going to get this win. Next, Oakland over Houston. And last week I went with Oakland, and man, they let me down big time. Derek Carr looks solid, but I mean, I expected more from him. Maurice Jones-Drew, I mean, thought he would do better. So I'm going to give them another chance at home against Houston. Clowney's out. J.J. Watt's still there, but, you know, that's half the pressure on from the defense. So we'll see. Oakland. Next, Green Bay over New York Jets. You know, Green Bay had a tough task last week, you know, with Seattle, but the Jets, they look solid in their win over Oakland. So, but definitely, I think Green Bay is going to bounce back and win in Green Bay. Then we got Denver over Kansas City. You know, at the beginning of the year, I thought this game would be competitive, you know, week 2, but man, Kansas City looked horrible. Denver, as expected, looked amazing. So definitely going with Denver. Next, Chicago over San Francisco. You know, the thing that got me this past week about the Cowboys-San Francisco game is that we gave them the ball 4 times. And, I mean, they scored 28 points, something like that. I mean, but the thing is, it's like 1 turnover was already a touchdown. You know, so granted, you take them turnovers away, and man, what would they have scored? You know, they weren't really driving the ball. I think they had 1 solid drive, maybe, where we gave them the ball and they actually drove it downfield. But other than that, you know, they still didn't prove much to me. And then, you know, even the Cowboys were driving on them, you know, the majority of the game, and so the defense couldn't stop us. But we just kept turning it over. So Chicago, they had a bad outing, and I expect their offense to come out, run over San Francisco, and then Chicago's defense to stop San Francisco's offense. So Chicago over San Francisco. The last game of the week is going to be Indianapolis over Philadelphia. This game is going to be, I'm going to say, a high-scoring game. Philadelphia finally, you know, I don't know what they were doing in the first half, but finally in the second half of the Jaguar game, they started clicking a little bit. I still don't think Foles is going to be the all-pro quarterback that everybody's expecting him to be, but you know, I think they'll be solid. The Colts, they had a tough game against Denver last week, and had a good rally, you know, as always, from Luck. But this week, definitely, I think they're gonna be at home. They're gonna get that win over Philadelphia. The points I have for that game is gonna be 52.5, and I like to do the 0.5 because everybody else in the league does solid numbers. So that 0.5 either gives you the advantage or disadvantage, you know, but I'm not into the ties, you know. I want to either win or lose. That's it. So we'll leave it at that. And man, you guys continue to like and subscribe. I seen the love I got for the Cowboys San Francisco review, and man, I sure appreciate that. And definitely, you know, just keep watching, keep commenting, and I'll keep doing these things, man. Peace.